house looks ordinary. A quiet neighborhood, a peaceful home. But behind those windows, something evil was watching. A family slaughtered, a new family tormented, and a haunting so terrifying, it became the most infamous horror story. Of all time, it started on November 13th, 1974. Inside this very house, a brutal crime unfolded. Ronald DeFeo Jr., a 23-year-old man, woke up, grabbed a .35 caliber rifle, and walked into his parents' bedroom. Then pulled the trigger. But he didn't stop there. He moved through the house room by room, killing his 4 younger siblings, one by one, even the youngest just 9 years old. The most disturbing part, no one screamed. No one ran. Every single victim it was found, lying face down in bed, as if they were held down by something invisible. DeFeo later claimed that voices in the house told him to kill. But were these voices just in his head? Or was something far more sinister whispering to him that night? A year later, the house sat empty, until George and Kathy Lutz, along with their 3 kids, moved in. The house was selling for cheap, $80. $0 for a massive waterfront home. Too good to be true, right? The Lutzes knew about the murders, but they didn't believe in ghosts. At least not yet. On their very first night, strange things began happening. George kept waking up at exactly 3:15 a.m., the same time Ronald DeFeo killed his family. The house was ice cold, even though the heat was on full blast. And then the noises started. Soft voices in the walls, furniture moving on its own, shadows lurking just beyond the corner of their eyes, and the smell of something rotten like death. Then came Jody. Their 5-year-old daughter started talking to an imaginary friend. But Jody wasn't a little girl. She was something else. Missy described Jody as a pig-like creature with red, glowing eyes. At first, her parents thought it was just a child's imagination until they saw it for themselves. One night, George looked up at Missy's window and saw 2 red eyes staring back at him. But when he ran inside, the room was empty. Terrified, the Lutz family called a priest to bless the house. But the moment he entered, something attacked him. The priest fled, warning them to leave. But the Lutz family stayed. George Lutz began acting strangely. He would stare at the fireplace for hours. He lost weight, became aggressive. He even started looking older, as if something inside the house was draining him. Then the final night came. Doors slammed, voices screamed. The walls dripped with green slime. Something chased them out, and the Lutz family never returned. The Lutz family swore their story was true, but skeptics say it was all a hoax. Some believe they faked it for money. Others claim it was the work of Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famous paranormal investigators, who declared the house demonically possessed. But one piece of evidence remains unexplained. A single photograph captured inside the house a ghostly boy with glowing white eyes. Skeptics say it's fake. Paranormal experts say it's proof. But one thing is certain. The Amityville horror became more than just a story. Today, the house still stands. New owners have come and gone, and most refuse to talk about what they've experienced. Some say the spirits are gone, and others say the evil never left. So tell me, do you think the Amityville horror was real, or is the house still waiting for its next victims?